Welcome to Echoes Untold, where history whispers and we listen. Today, we walk through one of the most famous and heart-wrenching disappearances in modern history. This is the story of Madeleine McCann. The McCanns, Gerry, a cardiologist, and Kate, a general practitioner, were a respected middle-class family from Leicester, England. With 3 young children, Madeleine and twins Sean and Amelie, they joined a group of 7 friends and their children on a week-long holiday at the Ocean Club Resort in Praia da Luz, a tranquil beach town in Portugal's Algarve region. Their daily routine was relaxed: tennis in the morning, playtime by the pool, and evenings spent at the on-site tapas restaurant. The adults implemented a system. While dining just 55 meters away, they took turns checking on the sleeping children in their apartments. To some, this may sound risky, but in their minds, the resort was safe, secure, the kind of place where nothing truly bad could happen, until it did. It was Thursday, May 3rd, 2007. The group dined as usual at the tapas restaurant around 8:30 p.m. Gerry checked on the kids at 9:05 p.m. All was well. Around 9:30 p.m., friend Matt Oldfield offered to check on the McCann children during his own round. He noticed the door was open wider than before, but didn't look in closely. At 10 p.m., Kate McCann went back to check. The bedroom window was open. The shutters were raised. Madeleine's bed was empty. She ran screaming back to the restaurant. "They've taken her." Within minutes, staff and guests began a frantic search of the complex. But local police weren't notified until about 10:40 p.m., nearly an hour after the disappearance. The Portuguese police were slow to seal the apartment. Over 20 people had entered before forensic teams arrived. Valuable evidence was likely lost. The border to Spain wasn't closed. No roadblocks, no alerts to ferries or airports until the following day. Dogs were brought in, but much later. And worst of all, there was no confirmed sighting of Madeleine leaving the apartment. No CCTV, no concrete lead dot. It was as though she had vanished into thin air. Within 24 hours, the story hit British headlines. Madeleine's photo, wide-eyed, smiling, and with a distinctive coloboma in her right eye, was plastered across newspapers, online forums, and television broadcasts. What followed was unprecedented. The McCanns launched a full-scale media campaign. Their friend, PR expert Clarence Mitchell, managed press releases. Billionaire Richard Branson offered support. The Pope met with them. David Beckham and J.K. Rowling contributed to a fund. The Find Madeleine campaign raised millions. But while media attention amplified the case, it also bred wild speculation. Tensions simmered between the Portuguese authorities and British press. The Portuguese system was methodical and closed-lipped, accustomed to secrecy. The British press, on the other hand, demanded daily updates and drama. Under pressure, the police started to suspect the parents themselves. In September 2007, Kate and Gerry McCann were named arguidos, official suspects. The media, once sympathetic, now turned accusatory. Tabloids accused them of covering up an accident. Theories exploded online. Were the parents guilty? Was it a hoax? A cover-up? But by July 2008, the case was archived. The McCanns were cleared. The DNA evidence was inconclusive. The dogs' alerts weren't corroborated by forensic proof. The Portuguese case went cold. Meanwhile, the McCanns refused to give up. They hired private investigators. They commissioned age-progressed images. They kept Madeleine's face alive in the public eye. The cost, financial, emotional, psychological, was enormous. In 2011, under pressure from the McCanns and media, the UK's Metropolitan Police launched Operation Grange, a reinvestigation with fresh eyes. Their approach was systematic. Over 40,000 documents were re-reviewed, dozens of interviews were reconducted. A new theory emerged: a burglary gone wrong. Could Madeleine have been discovered by thieves and kidnapped to silence her? In 2013, they released a new EFIT sketch of a man seen carrying a child that night. Over 5,000 tips came in, but again, no Madeleine. In June 2020, the world was stunned when German prosecutors named Christian Brückner, a 43-year-old sex offender, as a new suspect. He was in Praia da Luz in 2007, had a record of child abuse, and had burglarized homes in the area. His mobile phone pinged near the McCann's apartment on the night of the disappearance. German investigators declared they had concrete evidence that Madeleine was dead, but refused to elaborate. Brückner is currently imprisoned on unrelated charges in Germany and maintains his innocence in the McCann case. To date, no formal charges have been filed. Madeleine McCann would be 21 years old today. Every anniversary brings a fresh wave of headlines, some with hope, some with despair. The McCanns continue to believe their daughter could still be alive. Kate once said, "We just want to know what happened to our daughter. We will never give up." And yet, after nearly 2 decades, no body has been found. No definitive evidence has been presented. There is only silence and questions. A family's dream vacation turned into a nightmare. A child vanished. And the world still doesn't have answers. Was it the perfect crime, a tragic accident, or something darker hidden in plain sight? Echoes untold, where history whispers and we listen. If this story gripped you, challenged you, or left you with questions, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to Echoes Untold. Your support helps us bring you more in-depth stories from the shadows of history. Fact-checked notes. Timeline and events sourced from official Policia Judiciaria, Metropolitan Police, Operation Grange, and German Prosecutor's Office, Braunschweig. Cadaver dog evidence was detailed in the 2007 police files, released publicly in the PJ Case archives. Christian Brückner's suspect status confirmed by German Federal Police, BKA, and prosecutor Hans Christian Wolters in multiple press briefings, 2020-2023. Funding totals for Operation Grange reported by BBC and The Guardian. Statements from the McCann family and campaign updates available on their official site, findmadeleine.com. Primary sources, BBC News Investigations, 2007-2024, The Guardian, The Times UK, Der Spiegel Metropolitan Police Reports, German prosecutor official statements.